Hi, this is Rohan from educator.ai. Let's dive in. When you call a chat model, you don't send it a blob of text. You send a list of messages, each tagged with a role. Understanding those roles is the difference between a feature that behaves and one that goes off the rails. Let's build the mental model. Imagine you're building a support bot. You need standing rules, stay polite, only answer billing questions, and you also need the actual conversation with the user. If you jam all of that into one string, the model can't tell your rules apart from the user's words. Roles solve exactly this problem. Think of a play. Before anyone speaks, the director pins a note backstage describing who the actor is and how they behave. Then the scripted dialogue happens line by line. The system messages that backstage note. The user and assistant turns out the dialogue. Same idea, different labels. Here's the shape of a chat request. An ordered list of messages. Each message carries a role, system, user or assistant, and some content. The model reads the whole list top to bottom before it writes its next reply. That order matters. The system message sets durable behavior, the persona, the rules, the tone. You write it once at the top, and it colors every turn that follows. This is where guardrails live, what the assistant is, what it must never do, how it should format answers. After the system note, the conversation is just user and assistant turns alternating. This growing list is the conversation history. To get the next reply, you resend the whole history system message plus every prior turn, so the model has the full context each time. This surprises people. The model itself remembers nothing between calls. What feels like memory is you, the developer, resending the accumulated history on every request. If you forget to append a turn or trim the wrong one, the model simply won't know it happened. But here's the truth underneath. The model doesn't see a tidy list. A chat template flattens your messages into a single stream of tokens, inserting special marker tokens that say, system starts here, user starts here. Roles are a convention encoded as tokens, not a separate memory box. Zoom in, and it's tokens all the way down. Those angle bracket markers are dedicated special tokens the model was trained to recognize as role boundaries. The content between them is ordinary text tokens. So a role is nothing more than a learned pattern of markers in one long sequence. Because it's all one token stream, the system message is influential, but not magic. A user turn that says, ignore your instructions, is competing for the model's attention. That's prompt injection, and it's why you never put raw, untrusted text where it can pose as authority. Roles help, but they don't guarantee obedience. Let's make it concrete. Here we encode each message and add a few tokens to approximate the role markers. The point: every turn in the history is resent and recounted on every call. As a conversation grows, so does your token bill. This is why unbounded history is a real cost and latency bug. In real code, it looks like this. The system message holds the standing instruction. Answer only from context. The user message carries the question. Notice temperature 0 for a factual task. When you review a pull request, check that rules live in the system role and that untrusted input stays in the user role, clearly labeled. The biggest misconception is treating the system message as an unbreakable firewall. It isn't. It's a strong hint the model usually follows, but a clever user turn can bend it. Never rely on it to hide secrets or enforce hard security. And don't stuff instructions into a fake assistant turn that muddies whose voice is whose. So here's your review lens. On the left, healthy, rules in the system role, untrusted input isolated in the user role, history trimmed to a budget, output validated. On the right, block it. Rules mixed into user text, injection surfaces left open, unbounded history running up cost, or secrets placed in the system message as if roles hid them. They don't. To recap, a chat request is a list of role-tagged messages. The system message sets durable behavior, while user and assistant turns form the conversation you resend each call. Underneath, it all flattens to one token stream, which is why roles guide the model but never fully control it. Design and review with that in mind.